Hi guys. So I was looking at some stuff on this date and time for the moon phases for my area, which I'm not in. I'm not here, but what I discovered is I'm going to just use that place there as the center point to illustrate what I'm trying to say here. So I'm looking at these moon phases. You know, this is about the current time, the date that we're at, right? And I'm, looking around through here to see, these moons. Like you've got the new moon and the first quarter and the full and the third quarter. And, I'm really trying to research what the Sabbath really is. Really. And I think it's really based on the moon phases, not on necessarily a day, like a Sunday or a Saturday. Like they didn't have a Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Friday back then when Jesus was here, to my knowledge. I don't know. But now they still had the moon phases, right? So, and the Bible talks about all the time about the moons, the new moons and the Sabbaths. That's why we have the sun, moon, and stars, because it's also a clock. So anyway, I'm in this hunt right now. I'm in this search for truth. But what I discovered is something very strange on this site here, this timeanddate.com. So I'm looking through here. Of course, I'm not in Jerusalem. I'm, in America. But I'm looking through here and I see, it's April the 3rd. Yeah. So it's, around in through here, right? And this part makes this sense. I understand this. And there's 29 days duration between all these times. But what is this here? What does this mean? Lunation. And it has these numbers, 1225 all the way down to 1237. Like, I don't know what that means. So I'm just kind of pondering some things. So I'm like, well, how long ago does this, what is this? Because it looks like that's just like a year, right? January 2nd to December 30th. So this is 2022. And it's only this many lunations. So where does zero go? Like, how far back is zero lunation? So I'm going back and I'm studying this, and I find out that it is 1923. So I click on that, and I come down here, and lo and behold, it's zero lunation, and then it starts out with number 1 all the way down. Like, I was trying to find a pattern. Like, why is it the turn of the century? Was it 1900? Or I even started at 2020. Like, it didn't seem like it. Was there 1200 days or whatever, 1200 months or whatever? I didn't know. So it none of this here makes sense. Like, why does it start at 0 lunation and 1 lunation in 1923? Because we're not even on 2023, so it's not even like 100-year cycle. So that's curious. So then I'm like, the Bible talks about 1,260 days. And then it talks about 13. Blessed are they that somehow get to the 1,335 days, right? So it's talking about these numbers in the Bible. So I'm like, oh, where's 1,260? So I come over here, and I think it is 2024. Okay, so I click that. And I come down here. And it looks like around that 1260 lunation begins November 1st of 2024. And it runs on through November 1st, November 9th, November 15th, and November 23rd. So all of those happen in one month. Like, see, some of these are January to go to February, and anyway, maybe that's less significant. But this 1260 is very curious. So then I'm like, well, where's 1335? All right then. So we come over here to 2030. And we come down here to this 1335 lunation, which is still, again, in November 25th, so it's in the latter part of the year, all the way through there, right? And so there's two curious things that I'm just going to leave here with you. I mean, we know what, you know, the people that are hanging out at the creepy table, you know, we know what they have in plan, in store for us for 2030, right? We know that all this predictive programming and the Great Reset, right? We hear these things, how, you know, they're going to digital currency and how you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. You know, Santa Claus Schwab, whatever his name is, you know, he's threatening us with that. So anyway, we have all of that occurring in our consciousness, right? But I'm going to take you back. Let me go back here to 2024. And I did a video several months ago. Actually, yeah, it was late last year. I didn't release it when I had the dream. But last April 11th of 2021, I had a dream. It wasn't even like a dream. It was like a vision. It was like a voice in my head. Like a loud voice. And that voice told me on April 11th of 2021, he said, whatever I needed for the next 3 years, I needed to have it on hand. Now, I published that along with some other things in that video. I may link it in this video, you know, just for reference if you guys want to go back and listen to some of the stuff that I had kind of wrote down on an envelope. But my point is, it seems pretty curious how 3 years from that day, from 3 years from April 11th of 2021, is getting toward that 1260 time, right? Whatever lunation means, I don't know. But it seems like these are large groups of numbers that it correlates with words in the Bible, right? I don't know. You know, I'm having kind of a foggy moment right now, but it seems like 1260 is important and 1335 is important. And I'm showing here on these moon phases that correlating that vision dream thing that I had 3 years from then is this 1260 time frame. And then, you know, we also hear about the, you know, flipping the great flipping of the hamburger reset for everybody in 2030, and that is also corresponding. Whoops, I'm going to take that back. Corresponding with this 1335 lunation number, whatever that means. Again, I'm not a prophet. I'm just a watchman, just sharing some patterns that I see, and I hope that when I throw down this seed, that somebody, you know, it's watered and it grows fruit for the Lord. So I pray you all have a blessed day in Jesus' name.